Hello, my name is Christine. I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I wanted to play with one of the brand new kits in the kit collection that launched on June 1st. So we are going to, I want to make a card with For the Guys kit. So each kit comes with an acrylic stamp block, an ink spot. This one's Mossy Meadow, and a stamp set. And then it comes with everything else that you need to make the cards. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is open your ink spot. You can do this with the sharp edge of your scissors, or I'm using this fancy dancy stocking stuffer that I once got that works beautifully for everything. So I usually only open one side and then I can easily close it. That's just me. So each kit comes with instructions, and they're super easy to follow. They're images, and part of the reason they've done this is these kits are available in multiple languages. So there's English and French, and then I think this is German, and I don't know what language this is. So yeah, anyways, they've kept it images. It's almost like IKEA style, but easier. And I haven't taken everything out yet, so let's see what we're playing with. Now I am going to do something a little bit different with the card I'm doing. So we've got some dimensionals, which are the double-sided foam bits. So we've got these elements. So this kit makes 10 cards, 5 of each design. And I am going to switch this up a teeny bit because I need to make a gift card holder for my nephew. So that's what I'm doing. So we've got coordinating envelopes, which are really cute. We have our card front pieces. So these are all pre-cut. You just punch them out and use them. So I'm actually going to make, because I want to make a gift card holder, I'm going to make this plaid design. So I don't need those. And I don't need these. I will need these. And I will also need a card front. So there's these sort of vanilla ones, and then there's the white ones. That's not true at all. They're all the same. There we go. Easy peasy. I'll take one of those out. And I will need labels. I don't need pretty trees. There's glue dots back here too. So like really the only thing you would need to complete these cards is just a pair of scissors and you are golden. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to fold my card. And I like to use my bone folder to make the lines crisp, but you can use the edge of your acrylic block as well, as long as it's nice and clean. And I mentioned that I want to make a gift card holder with this one. So to do that, I'm going to score the front of the card. I know I'm totally complicating this. I should have done this first. So I'm going to score the front of my card at 1.5. So my paper cutter has a scoring blade as well as a cutting blade. So the scoring blade doesn't cut, it just makes that fold line. There we go. So it is super easy to turn a card into a gift card holder. So I've scored this. I'm going to fold it in and get that bone folder back out. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on each edge of this and close it, and that'll be the pocket for my gift card. That simple. So I'm using the liquid glue. You could use the glue dots that come with the kit just as easily. Actually, maybe more easily because this liquid glue is just about done, I think. All right. It gooped out on me, so I'm just going to clean that up before I close it because I don't want glue all over the place. All right, and then I'll fold that over. So I'm changing this design just a little bit, just so that it can be a card holder. So now you can see that our front is a little bit not centered the way that it is here, right? But we're using this piece, and what I'm going to do is just put it in the center mostly as I would have, and it's just going to overhang. So it's just a slight twist to the design. So because this is no longer even, I'm just going to finish my design on this piece, and then I will add it. So I'll put the base aside and let that glue dry. So I've got one of these. I need one of these. I love the silver outline on these. They're really quite classy looking. It's very country clubbish, I find. I quite like it. So we've got that. Sometimes because these are held by tiny little bits of uncut paper, I just, the perfectionist in me likes to cut those teeny little bits smooth before I finish the card. So I just go along with my snips and cut off those little jagged bits. You really don't need to do this, it's just me, because I'll see them. Nobody else will see them, but I'll see them. All right, so then we're gonna do some stamping on here. So we've got our ink spot and our block. So your stamp set always comes with a protective plastic bit here. Don't throw this away, because when you're done with your stamps, you want to put them back on top. It keeps the stamps protected from dust and everything. So very good. So, so I'm going to use this little crown. I'm just going to do like they've got on the picture here, which I don't think you can see very well. Another tip when you are buying or using, brand new stamps is to test them out on scrap paper before you stamp onto your project. That way you'll see if you've got enough ink. Sometimes the stamps have, so that's perfect, so I'm good. Sometimes the stamps have a bit of a film on them, and you just need to clean them off with a baby wipe or a damp paper towel or your Simply Chamois, which I'll show you in a moment. And it'll take whatever film might be on them off. There we go. So this is my Simply Chamois, it's this purple thing. And you just run it under water once it gets too dirty. It is totally stained, but that's normal. But if it starts that it's not cleaning your stamps properly, you just run it under warm water, whatever's comfortable for your hands, and you wring it out, and the ink just falls out of it because our inks are water-based. And then you can carry on. So I love my little chamois, and I've just got them sitting in a regular stamp case. And then I'm making a thank you card I mentioned for my nephew. So he looks after our little hamster whenever we need the hamster looked after. So he's going to be taking him this weekend for us. So as I mentioned, this kit's called for the guys. So there's a Father's Day, there's a happy birthday, anniversary, thank you. Ooh, nephew, I'm going to use that. Son, for all you do. Love you, grandson, grandpa, friend, brother, uncle, dad. So lots of sentiments here, and they don't all have to be for dad, obviously. You can make a thank you card for anybody. So again, I haven't used this yet, so I'm just going to stamp on my paper and make sure that I'm going to wash that one. I find it looks a little uneven. I'm going to try it again. The ink didn't really, didn't stick evenly to the stamp. Again, probably because it's super new. Way better. So on my white banner, I'm going to put the thank you. Now, some people like to take all their banners and all the pieces apart right away. I don't do that, but some people like to just do that and have all the pieces more accessible, which is totally cool. And since we've got a nephew stamp, I'm going to use it. I've never had a nephew stamp before. Here we go. that. Again, I'm just going to test that. And that's nice and clear. So the only thing is, before I stamp that, I'm going to just place my label on this piece, just so that I can see where I should stamp the nephew, because I don't want to cover it up then with the thank you, right? So just placing that on, and then I'll ink up my stamp. I find it easier to hold when the pieces aren't completely cut off. That's, again, just me. Cool. All right. So that's our stamping done. And I'm just going to look at the instructions, because it looks like these guys fold in to make that tag kind of pop up. So let me look at the instructions real quick to see how to do that. I should have done that before the video. I am a fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl. All right, so we are putting dimensionals on that. So we're putting dimensionals on that badge part, and we're putting dimensionals on the tag, and then we're just going to fold those pieces down, is what I'm seeing. So let's give it a try. So dimensionals on this. And we're going to center that on that piece. So I don't know if it's just me, but those little pieces that you take off the dimensionals, they're all over my house. I find them in the strangest places. And then they want us to put more dimensionals on here. On each end. These only have, how does this fold? So it looks like it folds twice. Aha. Look at that. So it's kind of got two score marks in it. One is in the silver part, or just on the other side of it. And the other one is clearly marked. So there we go. So by having the dimensionals, you've got the height under here. And I have a little theory that we're about to test out. So I'm just going to position that. So if you were going to put this card in the post, you might want to put this piece flat, and then you could still have your dimensionals on top and it would work. But it looks pretty cool this way too. I don't know if you can see the layers in here. Anyway, so that looks pretty cool. So, like I said, our gift card, so this is nice and dry. I'm going to slip my gift card in here. And I'm just going to glue that on top. So when you're kind of doing something like this, you just need to kind of get an eye where you want your glue. So I'm going just past the half mark of this paper, because if I glue the whole thing, I'm just going to glue that card shut, which would not be great. So if I didn't have liquid glue, I could use the glue dots in the kit. I much prefer liquid glue to those dots. That's just me though. I call them dreaded glue dots, but they do have their purpose. All right. So that is lined up, and there we go. So that is the gift card holder that I've made for my nephew. So lots of possibilities with this kit. Again, you can put them together just as they're, you know, meant to be on the pictures, or you can play with them a bit. There's also, if you have a QR code reader on your phone, you can watch videos that they've made to show you how to assemble them. So they're really great kits to make, you know, on your own, or you know, just get them with a group of friends and hop on a Zoom call or whatever platform you want to use and do some crafting. And they're also really great if you want to host a party and earn some of those Stampin' rewards. So if you do want to do that, let me know. There's a really great promotion going on until June 14th. So if you're interested, we could do something that weekend. But let me know very soon because we'll have to order very soon. So I hope you've liked this video and that you like the For the Guys card kit as much as I do. I know it's going to come in really handy. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.